bringing it back. So the Florida Gators offense will have first crack at this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the... to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Steps away to find some room. Rolling on the run. Over the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Lane. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this guy just stays on the roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, Matt, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but he left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield, it's Lane. There's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Florida. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida! They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given point.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the slump on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They're going to mark this one at the 15.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you could tell they caught up with it to force the fumble.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that completion there on...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on the defense. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, these running backs, they've been put into challenging situations. That's the 3rd time in the game on 4th they decided to hand it off. And these guys have just found a way to make sure that they're able to keep.
He tries to take the top off. He caught it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Back to throw. It's Lane. Stands in and takes the hit. Grabs it inside the 15. And will score. Touchdown, Gator.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. However, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Unloads quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed it.
Quickly complete. Racing to the right. He's at the tip, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. There he goes. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Lane. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The give on the option. Plows through the defense. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And incomplete on the deep ball. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field left. Turning it on.
Is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. Complete to start this drive. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He's at the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Looking for blockers.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way back up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Lane. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop. And
He'll take the deep shot. Into his stride inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. The sure hands. It's Stoneburner. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as some of those fast guys that get there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this up.
Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So they come to the line with very little choice but to go for it in a desperate situation. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. And he's struck by the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator!
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end.
But forget that.
We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw again. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wildcats!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out.
Right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Toss to the outside. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Flying down the right side. He's at the 30. Inside the slippery slide. Finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Looking for a man. It's Lane.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Give to the running back. There he goes. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll ride the hot hand. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there.
Dude, how about that bird? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Finds room at the 10. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gator. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll give it to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it, have had very little success. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points points on the board before the break. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Kick is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Slips through the line. He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A punt return for a touchdown to end the half. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
And the Gators will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it for a big play. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Arizona comes out with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counter approach? How are you going to get the ground game going?
Turning it on. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. From the gun, running back gets the give. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a making checks. Dropping back, it's Lane. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Brings it in down the left side. Hits the crease. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the ball comes to rest right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Still on his feet at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Lane. They've got the screen set up. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. Here comes the 2-point try. They'll go to the air. Here's a heat.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Slings it downfield. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Arizona. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Boston College. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Finding open areas. There he goes. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man downfield. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. Running back searching for a hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback on the keeper. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Wildcats. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Dingle.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
To the air, it's Lane. He lost one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Open spaces. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bottle little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. Arizona runs out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of... He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes it way for a big play. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1
putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Trying play action. Might be looking to run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top. The last time they had it, Jesse, they'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the... He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Pure domination all game long.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but... In the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dingle.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out and get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. It's a seam wide open. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he
always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. Powers through. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And the Gators backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the way.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Hold on. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
And some room to work.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure.
Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, and who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Running behind that left side. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk glass, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack.